My brother-in-law banned me from his hot tub because I got my period. My husband and I drove 4 hours to visit his brother. He just bought a house and invited us to come see it and stay for the weekend. Everything was fine the first night. We had dinner, hung out, got the tour, and went to bed in the guest room. In the middle of the night, I got my period. I hadn't been expecting it, and yeah, I bled through onto the sheets a little. Nothing major, about the size of a quarter. Annoying, sure. Embarrassing, a little, but not the end of the world. I got up early, stripped the bed, and went down to the laundry room to take care of it. I pre-treated the stain, washed the sheets, and by the time they came out, it was like nothing had happened. Spotless. You wouldn't even know anything had been there. My husband and I told his brother just so he wouldn't wonder why we were doing laundry, and the guy looked at us like we just told him we set his house on fire. He walked over, picked up the clean sheets, and stared at them like he was inspecting for microscopic bacteria, turning them over, holding them up to the light, checking from every angle. It was over the top. Finally, I said, seriously? If you're looking this hard and still can't see anything, maybe just take our word for it that it's clean. He just gave me this look like I'd ruined his entire guest room. No, it's okay. No, thanks for cleaning it up. Just disgust. He didn't even try to hide it. That night, we were supposed to hang out in his hot tub. It was a big part of the weekend plan. We've been talking about it since we got there. After dinner, we were all getting ready, and then suddenly he looks at me and says, hey, you can't get in the hot tub tonight. I thought he was joking. I asked, why not? And he goes, dead serious, because you're on your period. I just stared at him. I explained that the leak had happened overnight because I hadn't expected my period, but that I was using a tampon now, and I'd be in the hot tub for like an hour. It's not like I was about to contaminate the water. He shook his head. I don't care, he said. Period blood is gross, and I don't want it in my hot tub. It wasn't about safety. It wasn't about concern for me. It wasn't some medical worry. It was just him thinking periods are disgusting. My husband told him flat out he was being ridiculous and disrespectful, and that's when it turned into a full-blown argument. The whole situation had become so tense and awkward. My husband and I were both just like, what are we even doing here? We grabbed our stuff, booked a nearby hotel, and left that night. We didn't say much, just packed up and walked out. The next morning, we drove home, thinking that was the end of it. But no, a few hours later, my husband gets a Venmo request from his brother for $100 for the guest room sheets. I mean, what? They were clean. They looked brand new. If there had still been a visible stain, of course we would have replaced them, but there wasn't. We made sure of that. We did the responsible thing. We told him what happened, we cleaned it ourselves, and he still had the nerve to act like we ruined his property. What made it worse is he told the whole family not to talk about it, just to complain. He made it sound like we were disrespectful guests who stained his sheets and then ran off because we didn't get our way. The family decided to stay out of it, which I guess is better than taking his side, but still. I wish they'd had our backs, or at least told him he was being a judgmental freak about something completely normal. And for the people saying I shouldn't have told him about the sheets, I didn't exactly gather everyone around for a press conference. He heard the dryer buzz and asked why we were doing laundry, so I told him the truth. I'm not gonna sneak around like I'm committing a crime because of my period. It's not a dirty secret. It's just a thing that happens. Honestly, I've never felt so humiliated for just existing as a woman.